Hey guys, welcome back to Buck Brothers Podcast. This is episode 3. Just want to give a big shout out to all of our followers on TikTok and YouTube. We are getting this video out a little later. Usually we try to drop them at 5 a.m. on Tuesday. I came down with a little bit of a sickness, and then we had a little bit of thunderstorms, and Blaine lost some power.
Yep.
So we're running a little late on getting this out today, but we should have it up and ready today.
Everything's good now. So.
But yeah, so here we are back again. What's up, Blaine? What you been up to, man?
It's been been chilling, taking care of my son, and I got a fresh haircut, so now I'm feeling fresh now. So
Looking like a ladies' man.
Yes, sir. You know it.
Excuse me. But just glad to be back. Again, big thanks to all the followers on TikTok and YouTube. We're gonna continue to post every week. We're trying to get these dropped on every Tuesday at 5 a.m.
Yep.
Once again, we actually are recording today on Tuesday instead of Saturday.
Yep.
So we're a little bit behind, but
just had some stuff come up, but we're all good now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I guess if you want to, we're gonna get into. I guess today the topic's gonna be hang-on stands and saddles. Just kind of the pros and cons.
Yep. Just good and bads of good and bads with saddle hunting and
hang-on stands.
Hang-on stands.
You want to give them a little bit of a rundown, or?
Yeah, so, I hunt saddles more than you do. You know what I mean? Like, you hunted last year, but, you're more of like you love that hang setup.
Yep.
And, so yeah, guys, I do hunts with hunt with the saddle. And, I just feel like I'm just going to kind of talk about, like, all day sets and the saddle versus, a hang set. So last year, me, my brother, my dad, and my other brother, we hunted all day hunting the saddles.
I think it was October 3rd or October 4th.
Yep.
We hunted. We did an all day hunt, 16 and a half hours.
Yep.
In the saddle.
And I just feel like, that was the first time we've ever did a all day set in a saddle. And people, they say they're really comfortable to do all day sets in, and I don't think so. I don't know about your opinion on that. I don't really think that it's that comfortable, but what's your opinion on it?
I don't know. My opinion, last year was the first year I hunted with a saddle. I had the Maverick Latitude XL. I ran a Workhorse XL platform.
Yep.
The saddle itself, it was comfortable for a 4 to 6 hour hunt. I think if I continue using a saddle next year, I don't think I'll do anything past six hours.
Yep.
I wasn't really comfortable hunting past that.
Yeah.
This year I do think that I'm going to be running obviously still going to have a mobile setup.
Yep. Sure.
But it's going to be a hang-on stand. I don't believe I'm going to be running a saddle this year.
Yeah.
Love the saddles. They're great. You can get in nice small spots with them, tight spots with them. But I also feel that you can get in small, tight spots with hang-on stands too. And, there's a little bit of controversy on what's better. For ours, my opinion, I like them both. I think they both work. I guess it's just all about, what you're more comfortable in. For me personally, I guess some of the pros for me for a saddle, the weight, they're super light. I don't know. I probably had...
What?
I had 4 sticks. I had the Maverick, or they had the Latitude.
Yep.
The Latitude Carbon 1 sticks.
Yep.
I don't remember what those were, about a pound a piece. I had 4 of those.
Yeah,
so
like
4
a pound
pounds.
piece.
I probably had 7 pounds, 8 pounds in my total setup for my saddle rig.
Which is nothing. That's
Yeah.
nothing. That's a great mobile setup right there.
Yeah.
And like you said, you were running the Workhorse saddle, and I was running the tethered Phantom.
Excuse me, I was running the Workhorse platform.
Oh, so you're running the Workhorse.
The Maverick Latitude
platform.
Saddle's what I ran.
Okay, Latitude
The
saddle.
Maverick.
But I ran the tethered Phantom saddle, so 2 different saddles, and we both had that same problem with, back was killing us, once we got into that all-day set. Yep. And like you said, the 4 to 5, right around the 4 to 5 range, that's perfect. But when you get doing the all-day sets, it's not for I don't think it's good.
No, No, I like I said again and again and again, I won't hunt next year. This year coming, I will not use the saddle to do an all day hunt. I don't think I'll do much of all day hunts anyways. I'm more of a, I like personally me, I like a midday hunt. You know, I'd rather skip the morning.
Yep.
You know, instead of going in at 7, I'd rather go in at 10:30, 11.
Yep.
And hunt from then into the afternoon. That's just kind of what I like. But yeah, so actually for a stand this year, I'm thinking about running one of the Lone Wolf stands. I don't know which one I'm gonna get. I looked at a couple of different ones they had on there.
Really good stands.
Yeah, I was looking at the 2.0. I looked at the 2.0, one of the 2.0 stands they had. So I might be running one of those this year. Probably gonna go back to stick with the carbon 1 sticks just because they're
very light. They stick to the tree. I mean, you could stick them to the tree, undo the rope,
they
and it's still cinched.
Yeah, they cinch good. I mean, there's nothing better. I mean, I used those, and I had the Hawk Heliums before. Absolutely hated the Hawk Helium sticks. Yeah. Excuse me. But those carbon 1, them Latitude sticks, man, them carbon ones, they are
great sticks.
I
did one. I was doing the one sticking with them. And the one sticking setup's pretty cool. It's really light, but I'm probably not gonna do that this year. I just wanted to just try it out and see how it was, and it was good.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I honestly feel like for me personally, I've been hitting the gym a lot more lately. I know it's a little off topic, but I'm getting myself back in the gym, getting in shape. Because I tell you, last year, man, I had a hard time with the saddle setup. I think it's just there's a few extra steps for me, but I think just getting comfortable with, hanging off the tree,
Yep.
And then I don't know how much I really like always facing the tree. I feel like I'm constantly facing the tree, and I almost feel like I'm stuck out from the tree, so I almost feel like I'm gonna get busted.
It's almost like they say, you look like a branch, but then I don't know, because I feel like I've got busted a lot in the saddle. To be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like I've got busted a lot hanging in a saddle setup, and then like on our little private piece, I was saddle hunting and I got busted on it. But when I did a hanging set, they didn't seem to care. I don't know,
Yeah, I mean, you seen how high I was when I killed my buck, 10 feet.
Oh yeah,
and I was in good cover though. I think this year, like I said again, this is a little off topic, but I think this year I'm gonna have a little different strategy on how I hunt. I don't necessarily think that you need to be 20, 25 feet in the tree. Just my opinion.
No, I think
to each their own. But
as long as you're in great cover, and you're in really good cover, and you don't really got to be all that high.
I mean, out there on some public land, I killed a 4-point off the ground with my bow. 15 or 16 yards.
Was that your first deer off the ground, or that's your second?
So that was my first successful harvest. On public land. I did shoot one off the ground in 2020. No. 2023. Yeah,
2023.
Remember the one that I lost?
Yep.
The one we jumped. I did shoot that one in 2023 off the ground.
He gets into him on the ground.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love the ground hunt, and I know it's different. It's I like all different strategies. I'm not just stuck to just the the hang on or just the saddle or I'm into ground hunting, blind hunting.
You kind of like trying a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
because then you kind of get to see if you like it or not. You know what I mean?
I got something in my eye.
You actually like it. You get to you ground hunt a lot, and you actually have a lot of success doing it. So
yeah, I think hunting from the ground, I've had quite a bit of success. And I don't feel as like I'm. I don't know. I just feel like they don't catch my wind as good. They don't see me as good. I don't get as busted when I'm on the ground.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I mean, I really do like hunting off the ground. I think it's cool. Yeah. I think it's close and personal. Each one of my kills that I have hunted off the ground and the deer I have harvested, it's only been I think my farthest shot was 16 yards.
Yeah.
I mean 16 yards with a whitetail. I don't care if I don't care what it is.
Spike.
Doe, spike, 4-point.
4-point.
That 4-point that shot last year, dude, I was more excited about shooting that buck than I was shooting, my 9-point, my big 9-point. But yeah, so I mean kind of, you know, somewhat of the strategy I'm going to be using this year. I haven't really decided. Sorry, I had a frog in my throat.
That's all right. You just haven't really. Are you talking about like you haven't decided on what? Like you said, set up Lone Wolf.
I'm definitely going with 100% going with a Lone Wolf stand. Don't know which one I'm going for. I was watching Cody DeQuest.
Is it DeQuesto? I think
it's Cody. Just say Cody. He was super cool. I've been watching a lot of his stuff. And I just seen the way that he packs in and out. Yep. It seems very effortless and just I don't know. It looks. I like the way his setup is.
I kind of like too. Not trying to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
I kind of like his strategy on cameras. You know, where like I don't think he hunts with cameras, does he? I watch him, but I don't watch him all the time. But I did see a video. I swear he said he doesn't really mess with cameras too much. In one of his videos, which is actually a good thing because then you don't stress about too many deer. You know what I mean? Where do I go to hunt? I should go here to hunt. I should go here. You start getting your head mixed up on where to go with the cameras, I feel like.
But I think the biggest thing with the whole camera situation, again, it's off topic, but I think for me personally, in 2023, I had 10 cameras out, public, private, everywhere. Yeah. And I was chasing my fucking tail. That's just what it is. Yeah. You know? I was chasing my ass. And, you know, I'm trying to put out 5, 6, 7 different cameras in one spot to pin off one buck. Well, you're not really doing anything by pinning that buck off with those cameras. I mean, yeah, you're getting more photos, but what are you really doing?
Yeah.
I mean, you can get as many photos as you want. So this year I've backed off using cameras. Not saying that I'm not going to use them at all. I don't think that I will use them out of state. I don't think I will use them on any public piece this year.
Yep.
I will say I will be running 2 cell cameras on my private just to watch my food plot. Just kind of want to see what it grows into. The whole camera thing, I mean, I guess, you know, we could go back and forth a million different times. Yep. You know, with the whole camera setup.
Yep.
I think you get in over your head. Speaking for myself.
Me too.
Last year year before 2023.
Yep.
I got in over my head. I had too many cameras. I don't even know a day that I had really a successful hunt in 2023. Well, I feel like I was just chasing my tail the whole time.
Yeah, like, and you had so many cameras that you're just like, I have a big buck here. I want to go here. I have a big buck here. I want to go. Your mind just racing, like, where to go. And you know that since we didn't really run cameras too much, I feel like we didn't run too much last year, and we had actually a really good success. You know,
yeah, I think I pulled all my cameras in 23. I decided not to run any on my private piece.
Yep.
In 24. I left that property alone. I let it marinate.
Yep.
Let them just do what they wanted to do. Didn't run no cameras. First set, it was my first set. I killed my buck.
Yeah.
So maybe that was a coincidence. I don't know. I don't think it was. I think me personally, I put a lot of pressure on myself.
Yeah. And you're stressing yourself out.
Yeah. You know, the thing is you're glued to your phone. I mean, I'm constantly glued to my phone. I mean, it's 11:30 at night, and I'm on my phone, just glued right to my phone. Yeah. I can't even get enough of it. So
right.
Yeah, don't think that I will be running too many cameras. No, I will not be running no cameras on any public piece or any out-of-state hunts.
It's just too much. You get out there and then oh, my dog's going crazy.
Goose, come here, boy. Goose is acting crazy.
He's going after the cats. He don't like the cats that are outside.
That's
Sorry,
Goose.
guys.
He gets all crazy. Come here, Goose. Come here, buddy. A little crazy.
But yeah, we got a little off topic. But we can go back to the pros and cons. We already
we're off topic. We're talking about cameras right now.
That's all right.
Right now, but that's okay. But no, so yeah, I guess that's kind of what I'm doing this year as far as like cameras and stuff. And then I would say, for instance,
hold on, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. You're good. No problem. You're fine. It ain't a big deal. Goose, you better lay down.
He's a beagle, so yeah, he's a little wild.
He's a crazy little dog here.
We'll bring him in here.
This is Goose. This is Uncle and his little buddy. He's our little hunting dog. We're gonna be putting him to work this summer, huh, buddy?
Yeah, he doesn't like cats, so
No,
I don't think any beagle does.
No,
honestly.
He's a good boy.
But yeah, guys, I mean, I think some pros with the saddle setup, like we just said, was just really light. You can pack it in and out, be in and out quick, up the tree, down the tree. You know what I mean? And you can hunt anywhere. With the public land, you hunt the wind. You can hunt all of it with a saddle. Hang set, I feel like that's good for the private stuff. You know, that's what we have, a bunch of hang sets in our...
Well, as far as you're saying, like, you know, you can hunt, like, the different kind of winds and stuff. I mean, you can do the same thing with a hang-on, but I see what you mean. Basically what you're trying to say is, like, it's easier if you need to get down and move.
Yeah,
it's quicker, a quicker setup.
Well, say the winds aren't right for your private piece. Then you had to take a couple of days off. You know what I mean? In public, you can kind of just move around.
Yeah, in public, yep.
We only got 7 acres, so... You know what I mean? When the wind's right, we got.
Yeah, we have 2 different stands set up on our private piece. But yeah, I mean, I feel like them are the lightness, easy in, easy out.
Yep.
Just very quick setup. Them are the pros. Personally, the cons, comfortability. I don't feel that they're all that comfortable.
Like we said, 5 hours before. Max.
I mean, 5-6 hours max.
That's just our opinion.
I had bruised hips, so yeah, not again.
Yeah. That's so just
we won't be. I won't be hunting 6 hours more than 6 hours in the saddle.
Oh,
but cons, cons. Or cons.
Pros, we're getting mixed up a little bit.
Mixed up
That's
now.
all right.
But cons, no. I think a lot of the cons are just some of the cons for me are the not very comfortable. And then I
feel like there's
honestly, I will say there were some trees I feel like I couldn't maybe get in with a saddle that I could have got in with a hang on.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, there was multiple different trees. I just feel like I don't know, just wasn't really comfortable. So I'll definitely be switching back to a hang on stand. So that's kind of what we're looking at.
You can get a mobile setup, like you said, a Lone Wolf. That would be a great.
Yeah, a Lone Wolf. Yeah,
I think they have a mobile setup in Lone Wolf, right?
A Lone Wolf. Yeah.
Or is it Lone Wolf?
Lone Wolf.
I keep saying Long Wolf.
Long Wolf. Yeah.
My bad.
That's
guys.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Lone Wolf. So yeah, we might. Honestly, I might get a couple too. Like if we both get one and kind of just try it out this year and see what happens.
Yeah, I think it'd be good. We're gonna definitely be running some good setups this year. I'm super excited.
And different setups too.
Yeah, just different setups. Not what we're really used to. So I'm super excited. And then what was I gonna say?
All right.
What are you running for? What are you gonna run for sticks this year?
Honestly, I'm probably gonna run the same ones we did last year. The Carbon. Is it the Carbon X, right?
Carbon ones.
The Carbon ones.
Yep, Carbon ones.
Probably gonna be running the Carbon ones. They were just a really good stick. It's really light, like you said, about a pound.
Yeah, and they're super lightweight, super
light.
Nice.
They stick to the tree. That's just what I'm gonna run this year.
Yeah. I don't know if you've kind of covered everything. You want to talk about the saddle versus stand setups and stuff, but I want to kind of talk a little more about the cell cams if you're cool with that.
Yeah, let's jump into it.
Yeah. So I think again, with the whole camera setup, I don't know. For me personally, like I said, I just was chasing my tail, man, and just really back and forth, just not to be able to stay put. I feel like I didn't really get any good hunts in. It sounds kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's like
I'm not saying I didn't get any good hunts in. I don't feel like I feel like I was kind of just torn between this one or that one or
kind of just all over the place.
Just kind of everywhere.
Mine was racing, just like we said, where do we go? We got when you have 7 different cameras out on a property, on public, your mind or private. Yep. And it's just when you got that many cameras, you just get mixed up in what buck to shoot. You know what I mean?
And my thing is personally why I want to do away with the cell cameras is I don't want to know. I don't personally want to know when the buck named Tim Hortons coming in with a drop tine and 10 points.
Yeah.
I don't want to know that. I kind of want to know the unknown. Just like my buck last year. I didn't have no trail camera pictures this year. I had no camera pictures. I took all my cameras out.
Yeah.
And I think not knowing the unknown, the unknown, I don't think it don't get no better than that.
No, it
just
doesn't.
Not knowing what's going to come in. And then once it comes in, you're like, whoa, okay.
And you're kind of lucky because you kind of got to experience that. I haven't yet. like with the unknown, like this, the buck behind us, like that would just come out of nowhere. You weren't hunting that buck.
No, I never had a trail camera picture of him. Never knew he was on the property.
We never even seen that buck on the property.
Had no clue that he was on the property whatsoever. So him coming in and just getting it done on the first day of, or first day hunting that piece of property we have. I don't know. I guess I can go over it a million times again, but the unknown was just absolutely sick.
Like that's just a good experience too you had with like the unknown of.
Yeah. Well, and I want to get back into. I want to get back into the outdoorsman stuff. I don't want to I want to be able to go out. I want to hunt off of sign.
Yep.
I don't want to know what buck's coming in. I kind of want to I want to go off all my instincts. I want to hunt rub lines. I want to hunt scrapes. Just a variety of everything. You know what I mean? Like I said, I am still going to run cameras, 2 cameras on my private piece to watch my food plot grow.
Public, we will not be running cameras.
Public, I will not be. Public or out of state, any out of state hunting, I promise you, I will not be running cameras.
Yep.
So, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the season coming up.
I can't believe it's already April.
Yeah, it's April 1st. And, I mean, obviously, this is not something we're talking about today too much, but what's around the corner?
Yeah, turkey season.
Yeah, got some thunder chickens. Can't wait to knock them down.
Yep. It'd be this year. It'd be our first one.
For me, it'd technically be my first year.
Yeah.
Turkey hunting. So I'm super excited about that. Learning the new ropes and stuff to that. Super excited. But
yeah, I'm really stoked. I'm just stoked about everything, man. It's the podcast and just all of it. It's
Oh, and I did do a little bit of a switcheroo on my bow, didn't I?
Oh, yep.
Yeah, wasn't going to talk about that right now, but I'm actually going to be shooting the new Prime Black one. Got it fully set up, new rest, new sight, stabilizer. Got it all completely decked out. So I won't be shooting the Matthews lift this year.
I don't know. The way when you were shooting the Matthews lift and then you changed up to that, I feel like you just fell in love with the Prime.
Yeah, there's something different. I've shot the Matthews, I've shot Hoyt, I've shot Bowtech, I've shot a multiple variety of bows. I've owned really good bows. There's something about the Prime that I just really genuinely like. There's just something about it that I don't know, the draw cycle, the way I anchor, just everything. That bow just almost feels like I almost feel like the bow was built just for me.
Yeah, I can tell too because when we're out shooting, he was like I said, he was shooting the Matthews, and then I could just see his how different it was on the bow.
I think for me, like I could take that Prime, and honestly, I mean, not to sound cocky nothing, I feel like I could poke anything out of 60 yards, no problem, golf ball, softball size. I don't think that I could grab another bow and do that. I think that that's the bow for me. Moving forward, I think that's the bow that I'm going to be shooting.
Oh yeah, them are nice bows. Primes are really nice bows, and I mean, you've been hunting with Prime how many years now?
This will be my fourth. This will be my fourth year.
Your 4th year?
Yep, be my 4th year hunting with
this bow.
Doesn't
feel like that.
No, it doesn't feel like it's been my 4th year, but I absolutely love the bows and super excited.
Well, excuse me. What was your last Prime? It was a Prime.
Prime Logic CT3. Yep. It was a couple years older.
What, 3 years with that?
Hunted a couple years with that. That was a used bow actually from Bob's Gun and Tackle. Paid $425 for that bow, but I got the job done. So that's all that matters.
That just shows you don't need all that crazy expensive equipment.
No, you don't. I mean, is it nice to have? Yes.
Yeah.
Can we have it if we wanted it? Yes.
Yes.
For me personally, I could buy whatever bow I wanted if I wanted it. I just that Prime, man, there's something about it. I can't get enough of it.
Yeah. Yeah, guys.
Anything else to elaborate on? Or?
I'm still shooting the Matthews VXR, so I'm gonna stick with that bow. It's a great shooting bow. It's I think it's 28.
Axle.
Yep.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's a good shooting bow. I mean, you can't go wrong with any Matthews you have. You can't go wrong with Matthews. No. So, I mean, that's just all there is to it.
Yeah, it's a great.
Sorry, guys, having to check the computer back and forth. We don't have my fiance Allie helping us with the recording today, so we're one man or one woman short.
Yeah.
But so that's a little bit about what we're going to be doing. What we're going to kind of be running for some of our gear. I'm going to be, like I said, running one of the lone wolves. So that's kind of what I'll be running.
It's kind of just a little bit of a ramble.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a ramble podcast of what we're going to be running. So, again, just like I said, big thanks to all of our followers and listeners on YouTube and TikTok. We'll catch you guys later. Thank you.
See you guys.